All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Today it's a Friday evening. And I know most of you've been working throughout the day and yet made it to the class. You could have been anywhere. Uh, you could have taken off on a Friday evening, but you still showed up. Um, I extend my gratitude for that. This is the second session related to enhancing the prosperity consciousness. So during these sessions, what we are doing is working on the consciousness of money along with Subha. I'll meet you. So we are working on the money, and in a way, by doing that, we are expanding our consciousness because money is the biggest teacher on the planet Earth. It can teach us in various ways. So when we work on money, either on the receiving or contributing or experiencing, we are working on certain aspect of us through the money. So today's subject is around being accountable. So I'm amazed to see so many of you on this topic as well, because this is something which doesn't go well with a lot of people. I've seen people reject lot of growing opportunities just for the reason that they don't want to be accountable, be in a position where they are questioned. So what we are going to do today is work on that aspect of us which is somewhere reluctant to be in a position of being accountable to others, as well as being in a position where where it needs to hold others accountable for the purpose of getting the work done. It could be at your office, it could be in your business, it could be with anything. If you are running a business, you'd know how important it is to be accountable, as well as work with others where others are accountable to you. Generally, the moment we say accountability, first thing which comes to mind is you can think of these government organizations or somewhere where we feel that these people are accountable to us. The people who are running a government are accountable to us. The people, maybe some institution or something. Where we feel they are accountable to us. Generally, a rough a picture which comes to mind is holding someone's collar and saying, "How could you do it?" Or it's that accountability. This is a perception. These are the beliefs which are prevalent. The moment we say accountability, it's as if we are being blamed or being questioned, and it doesn't go well with a lot of people. The intention of today's meeting is to see if we can make peace with that part of our personality which is struggling to be accountable. And can we use this for a benefit? Because we cannot avoid accountability. For a simple reason that we are brought up in such a way where like just take a simple example where as kids you probably were told that God is watching you, don't do wrong things, as if God is sitting and writing all your sins. So many cultures believe that. That is a way which is making us feel accountable. Knowingly, unknowingly, your parents provide you and you feel accountable to them. you think twice before crossing the line. So it's already in us. We cannot avoid it. But if we make peace with it, it is there for a reason. It is there for a reason, in the sense, see, if you are accountable towards your own health, you are accountable towards your own money, you are accountable towards your own life, it's a virtue, it's a strength. But if you see it as a disadvantage, somewhere there is a fight going inside. Are you with me on this? Is it making any sense?
Yes, Mujib.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yes, Mujib.
All right, great. Thank you. So we'll open on that note. What we are going to do is first uh, dwell a little more into accountability, then work with our inner child, which is probably resisting to be accountable. To when we make peace with external factors, because the external factors are reflecting something happening inside. The moment we make peace with the external factors, we would be in a very good position to take charge of our life, be accountable to whatever is happening in our life proactively. All right. So, how about you take up the chat box and type in what comes to your mind when you hear you are being accountable? What is your association of being accountable? For some people, it could be answerable. For some, it could be being blamed. Anything. What is your responsible? Thank you, Poonam. Accuracy. Fear. Thank you, Ravi. Interesting. Honesty. Beautiful. Blamed, guilt. Okay.
Can you please repeat the question?
The question is, what is your association of accountability? What comes to your mind when you think of being accountable?
Thank you.
Perfection. Thanks, Catherine. Too much responsibility.
Mujib, I'm sorry, I do not know where to press to write because I'm not familiar to this.
Yeah, so if you see the icons, there is a small icon which looks like SMS on your phone.
No, I've got something like C and C, then hand.
You can just tell, it's all right. What is your association?
It's fear. It's fear.
Fear. Okay.
It's
okay.
responsibility.
Responsibility. Great.
Mine
If you can
is
type.
lack.
If you cannot type, you tell me.
Lack. Lack of confidence.
Okay. Fear of being criticized, blamed, others finding faults. Beautiful. I'll quickly read all that you have written, the associations of accountability. Poonam, responsible. Binu says accuracy. Ravi, fear. Honesty, accountable is being responsible. Blamed, guilt, responsibility, perfection, too much responsibility, being in charge of my decisions. I feel willing and ready for the challenge. So I'll share the things which come to my mind when I read as well. So being in charge of my decisions is accountability also has a perception that the person who's in a position where he is, suppose others are accountable to him. For example, you're running a company, or you have your employees who are accountable to you. So there is a perception that you need to be righteous. You need to be You shouldn't be making mistakes, because people are answerable to you and they are looking up to you. Fear of making a mistake can also stop you from being in that position of where others are answerable to you. Similarly, too much responsibility, again, it comes from a sense that you are in a position where others are looking up to you. There are expectations that brings in a sense of responsibility, that you cannot do wrong, you cannot do a mistake. You could imagine, if you're running a company, if you're running an organization, obviously you want people to see you in that light, where because they're answerable to you. If they see some fault in you, probably you have a fear that they would also take it lightly, or you won't hold that authority where people are answerable to you. These are perceptions, because see, when you are at peace inside with either being answerable or being in a position where others are answerable, you just do what you're meant to do without bothering anything else. You will do the right things naturally, or whatever you feel at that point of time. Okay, then helplessness, again, that is based on that position or the experience. Interesting, helplessness. Okay. Being accountable is like an experience. Probably if you have gone through an experience where people who to whom you are accountable have misused it. You misuse that power to make you feel helpless, make you feel put you down. You can associate that with accountability. That need not be true. That could be relevant to that person, but as a whole, it may not be true for the accountability. But it is true for you right now, because that is what you have gone through. That is what you have experienced. So that is what we are going to work on. Fear of being blamed, criticized, this is a very standard one. Obviously, if you think of somebody who's in a powerful position where a lot of people are answerable, you are being questioned or wrongly blamed for some things, you will hold that fear. It is important to make peace with this fear as well. Fear, panic, grief, feeling incapable. Okay. So incapability is somewhere the association where Catherine, could you tell little about this, like feeling incapable when you are answerable to somebody? Is that you mean? Is that
Yes, indeed. I feel overwhelmed by, even now as I speak and as you approach the subject, I feel very warm, like a bit like I'm shy and seen, and I feel incapable of having the right response, even identifying someone's need when I'm accountable for them. I was responsible for my younger brother a lot, but I was only a year and a few months older than him, and I didn't know how to be in charge of him or what he needed, and it makes me panic. First I'm a bit afraid, then I panic, and then I feel absolutely incapable of just even gathering the information and fathoming the whole thing.
It's very interesting experience you have gone through, being just 1 year older to your brother and being in a position where you are responsible for the little one, where you yourself was a small child. So see, the thing is, whatever position we are just talking from the conscious mind right now. Whatever is coming to my mind, we'll work on it. So something like we may never end up in a position where we are 100% capable of doing or making right decisions or doing the right things or being a perfect one. But what is going to happen is we'll end up in positions where we will be accountable with or without our intention. So it's about doing the best you can do, being in that position. If it has happened in your life where you are made to uh, made to feel that whether you are capable of discharging your duties, it's probably happened. Why do you think you have gone through this experience?
I think originally there was a feeling of being too small for every task, or having too many tasks or too much to do through lifetimes. And my soul has had to show me that sometimes it's okay to be small and to feel small, maybe to learn to accept that one is small and is always smaller than the task, and we can do only what we can. When I look at this statement, doing the best I can do and being satisfied with that, I feel the more than incapability, the incompetence and the ignorance. Maybe to learn how to trust God more. Instead of thinking that I can control everything and do everything by myself, just by the small mind.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. There is little more around it.
Okay, thank you.
Something will come up while we are working. Okay. All right. Inferiority, perfection, performance anxiety, they make you feel incapable. So pretty much it's around blame, being criticized, fear, not being able to perform, all those things are, I believe, from the perception we have gathered from our authority figures. Now, why it is, these are the inner children. We are going to work on it through a procedure. We'll address them through a guided meditation. Now, coming back to why it is important to be in a position where you're fine with accountability. So, when we talk about money on earth plane, it's about a medium of exchange where we exchange energy. We do certain things, we receive money. We get some experiences, we give money. So, money is a medium of energy exchange. When you contribute, you receive money. Now, not wanting to be accountable can also stop you from contributing. When we see, we were talking about accountability as something which is like coming from authority figures to us. It's not always the truth. A teacher can feel accountable to his students, their performance. Somebody who's running a company can not only feel accountable to his investors, but can feel accountable to clients as well, because you're giving something. You're giving a service, you're giving a product, so you're accountable. If we make peace with the personalities in us, so there is a personality in us which is holding us accountable. It's a mechanism where we are trying to keep ourselves on track. And there is also a personality in us which is being held accountable. So both the personalities are in us. Let's go through quickly meditation, and then we'll work on it further. We'll get more clarity when we go through this procedure. Close your eyes. Take your awareness, attention towards the farthest noise or sound you can hear. It could be any sound. Don't worry about that noise, that sound. Slowly bring your awareness, attention closer to all the noises happening around your building premises. Bring that awareness into your room. Any noises happening in your house will help you to get into a deeper state of relaxation, and they're not going to bother you in any way. Bring that awareness into your house without opening your eyes. Observe the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your physical body. Take your awareness, attention around your nostrils. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Slowly breathe out and see each and every cell in your body is getting into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a couple of seconds and slowly breathe out. And when you breathe out, see each and every cell in your body is getting into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Now visualize a staircase right in front of you. I'm going to slowly climb you down through this staircase on a count of 5 to 1. And when you climb down, you'd be in a very deep state of relaxation. This time is for yourself. Nobody wants anything. Nobody needs anything. So just let go. Slowly visualize yourself walking towards the staircase. And this staircase will lead you into the depth of your subconscious mind. It's a very sacred and safe space. And it's an opportunity to connect to those aspects of you which need attention in the now. Slowly start walking. Climb down. 5. See yourself getting into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Climb down. And with each step you take, your body gets into a very deep state of relaxation. 4. Allow yourself, let go of everything. 3. See yourself getting into a deeper state of relaxation. 2 and 1. See yourself standing at the end of a hallway, and the other end of this hallway opens up into a beautiful garden. Slowly start walking through this hallway. And enter into a very sacred space, your own space, a beautiful garden. Start walking. Being in this space, invoke the higher frequencies which are here to help you, guide you, and hold your space. Slowly start walking into this garden. And at a distance, you'll find a bench. Walk towards that bench and take your position. Sit comfortably. You are in charge of this space. And you can invite all your personalities in this space without any judgment. This is a space of unconditional love. Invite that part of your personality which felt not being good enough, which felt incapable, and which holds the fear of being accountable, being answerable. Now invite the person or the people who are part of this learning, who made this child believe that it is not good enough, it is incapable. Now observe a ball of light completely surrounding all the inner children, all your inner children, and all the people who held you accountable. And the experiences which didn't go well. And in your mind's eye, repeat these statements. I solve my fear of accountability. I dissolve my fear of being accountable. I resolve my fear of being accountable. I co-solve my fear of being accountable. I super-solve my fear of being accountable. I awaken my courage to be accountable. I awaken the courageous me. In your mind's eye, repeat these statements, and whenever you say these statements, observe a beam of light entering this golden ball, which has completely surrounded all the experiences, all the inner children, and all the authority figures involved in this experience, which is creating a fear of being accountable. In your mind's eye, repeat, I solve my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I dissolve my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I resolve my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I co-solve my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I super-solve my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I awaken the truth. I awaken the truthful me. I solve the reasons behind my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I dissolve the reasons behind my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I resolve the reasons behind my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I co-solve the reasons behind my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I super-solve the reasons behind my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I awaken the truth. I awaken the truthful me. I solve the brilliance in my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I dissolve the brilliance in my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I resolve the brilliance in my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I co-solve the brilliance in my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I super-solve the brilliance in my adverse beliefs related to accountability. I awaken the brilliance in the truth. I awaken the brilliance in the truthful me. Now invite a frequency of joy. Just invite. It could come in any form. Allow it to enter this energy ball. And look at your inner children. Focus on them and say, I recognize you. I recognize your fear of being accountable. I recognize your associations related to accountability. And tell them, I awaken my awareness to enjoy being accountable. I awaken my awareness of the strength in being accountable. I awaken my brilliance of being accountable. I awaken the benefits of being accountable towards self and others. I awaken my awareness to see the virtues in being accountable. As you say these statements, observe all the burden, all the pain, all the suffering which your inner children are carrying, getting dissolved. Which will allow them to come close to you and integrate in you. Extend your gratitude to all the authority figures who contributed towards your learning. And bid a goodbye to them. And being in this space, invite that part of your personality which is comfortable of being in a position where others are answerable to you. That personality which operates out of joy and which guides, supports, and helps all the people who are answerable to you. See yourself taking that position with joy. How does it make you feel to be in a powerful position to be an accountability partner to all the people who are looking up to you? Being this personality, invite the frequency of your health. It could come in any form. You could sense it, perceive it, feel it as an energy, a light, or just a thought. Look at this frequency, which is representing your health. And see yourself being joyfully taking charge of all the things which are needed for you to be in good health. Your routines, your food, your workouts, your sleep, your peace of mind, and anything which is in your powers. Now invite the frequency of prosperity, money, or wealth. Look at this frequency, connect to this frequency, and look at that personality of you which is ready to take charge of your prosperity, your wealth, your money. See yourself enjoying and taking care of all the tasks, all the activities, all the routine which can help you be joyfully prosperous. Take care of your money, take care of your wealth, take care of your accounts, take care of your clients, take care of everything which contributes to your prosperity. You call the frequency of your relationships, collective energy of your relationships, and connect to it. What is that you need to do to keep your relationships healthy, to keep your relationships happy, and to keep your relationships prosperous? Allow all those insights to set in and see this personality of you, which is in charge of making sure of the peace and harmony of your relationships, enjoying that position. And gracefully holding yourself accountable for all the tasks which can lead you to be in harmony with your relationships. All right. Extend your gratitude to all the higher frequencies which have held your space to heal and integrate all the parts of your personality which needed attention today. Take a deep breath in. Move your fingers, move your toes. Rub your palms. Give that heat to your eyes. And slowly come back. All right, come back. And now we'll open up for anything you have. If you want to share anything or if you have any questions, we'll go through it. You can share your experience. If you've got any insights, you can share.
Mujib Bina here. I happen to connect a bit late. If we can quickly summarize or or make it short and repeat what has been done, that would be great. I just would do the.
Bina, maybe you can watch the recording later.
Okay, so the
Uh,
record will be shared.
yes, recording. I'll share the recording.
Yeah, please.
Yes. So basically, we are working on those aspects of our personality which are not comfortable of being accountable.
Okay.
All right. Anybody? You have any thoughts? Anything? Now just think of. Close your eyes for a minute. And now think of the accountability. And tell me what comes to your mind. And if you get the same fear, look at the intensity of that fear. Great gentleness. Thank you, Catherine. Has it come down? How comfortable are you to be answerable to others or be in a position where others are answerable to you?
I feel very light, Mujib.
You
Very,
feel
very
light?
light. Very light.
Okay.
Thank you. And the session was really amazing.
Thank you. Anybody who's triggered or having still difficulty? Shubha? Okay, Subha. Subha, do one thing. Just think of that person to whom you find it difficult to answer. Sorry? Unmute yourself. Unmute, please.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot. It's not about one person, but it's like people around carry the same opinion and behave in the same way to me. So it's like all around I'm surrounded by the same kind of mindset of the same kind of people.
And how comfortable are you when you are in a position where others are answerable to you?
Uh, from my end, I guess I'm pretty much comfortable, and I do people who are answerable to me. I give them a leverage as well, but I guess that's my perception, and the people who are answerable to me further maybe feel the same, that I'm mirroring what I am feeling myself.
Hmm.
When I am
So,
accountable.
yeah, what you need to work on going ahead is see, it's how we say everything is a reflection of what is happening inside you.
Right.
What does your authority figures make you feel?
Inferior,
Inferior, right?
incapable, and good for nothing, trash.
Is it true?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, they expect me to excel, whereas they also treat me like trash, and so it's a I can never be good enough for them. I might go out win the world, get honored, but people I'm surrounded with, debarring a few, I mean, debarring my children for that matter, but everybody else thinks I'm a piece of, sorry, I'll be using the word, but piece of shit. Sorry.
No, 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 not a
I'm
problem.
completely
It's
unworthy. I'm
yeah, yeah.
completely wrong in everything. I have whatever. So I guess I am trying to move away from them and doing my bit, but it still holds me. I mean, it completely holds me back.
And where is the answerability in this?
Well, even if I'm doing my own thing and it's not connected to them, I am expected to be answerable for everything, even my personal life. I am expected to be answerable, and it's with full authority and
Do you
brutalness. And I do give in, which is I hate myself.
so
And it's a
you
very
give them
conflicting
the
thing that
authority?
I come across as like a very strong personality to the outside world, and I guess people who are trying to um, exercise that authority over me are somewhere, that's my understanding now, that it's not intentional, but they are um, it's not intentional for me, but I guess they are taking me as a challenge where I
They
have
are
nothing to
taking
do,
you
as
as
a
a
challenge to them, as a challenge to them,
your authority figures are taking you as a challenge.
to them, where I have nothing to do with them. My strong figure.
Okay.
And every time I try to be in my own authority, my life, it doesn't go well with the other people. And I'm talking about my um, I can take, I mean, I'll be very, very transparent with you. It's my um, parents, siblings, spouse, mm, relatives, and sometimes, yes, my kids also, but I guess I am in kind of transition with my kids where we are trying to understand each other. But yeah, of course, it's conflicting, but I think I can still get to a uh, peaceful place with kids, my girls, but rest I am
What
moving on.
what okay, what part of your personality do you think is giving charge to your authority figures to do what they're doing with
Challenging
you?
them.
Challenging them.
No,
Okay.
it's my firmness, it's my strength that challenges them.
Okay. So your growth is uh, through challenging your authority figures.
I I don't do it. They see it as a challenge. I don't challenge. I don't even want to interfere in this their lives, or I don't even want to
Okay.
ask. But
Okay.
I'm answerable.
Okay. Okay. Just close
And
your
I do
eyes.
do I
Just
also
close your eyes. Slow down. Close your eyes and call that part of your personality which is giving them this charge. Focus on yourself. Call that part of your personality which is giving them the authority. What do you see?
fear,
Fear of?
uh, abandonment.
Fear of abandonment. Fear of being abandoned by your authority figures.
Yes.
So if you don't answer to them, you'll be like, it's a very interesting point what she has brought up. We end up in situations where we answer to our authority figures, not always out of joy, not always out of cooperation. It could be of because of different reasons. It could be sometimes avoiding the punishment. It could be sometimes avoiding. I mean, it could be fear of losing them. So in many ways, we put ourselves in a position where we are answerable to things which we are not even. So basically, this thing is giving you attention from your authority figures.
It's not attention. It's just they're still not happy and they still trash me. So it's not a happy place to be
Yeah,
at all.
you work on this fear of being abandoned, knowing that even if you don't answer for everything happening in your life, you still be cared. You will still be loved by your authority figures. So it's what happens is, as children, what we see is our parents keep questioning us for some things, which makes that a source of attention to us. Sometimes these questions could be rude, sometimes these questions could be unjust, but if that is the only way, um, so I'm talking because there is a fear of abandonment. Yeah.
Can I add to this? So when now that I have like what you are saying, that when you overcome that fear, and it's to feel that it's not abandonment and you're still going to be taken care of. So now when I have stopped being answerable to them without any confrontation, without any argument, or without any kind of conflict, uh, I have been abandoned.
Yeah, that will happen until there is that part of you which got abandoned in the past. Once you make peace with it, there is no need to be questioned by your authority figures, just to tell you that they are there.
Okay.
Work on that part, and you'll have you work on it. You'll understand what is happening around all of it.
Sure, I'll try.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shannon saying, I'm getting a question of having guilt that comes with being accountable. As in, so this could, as in an association of guilt, responsibility, being in one held account. So, Shannon, what I feel is this is for all of us. If we can work on those aspects of us which were irresponsible in the past, um, once we make peace with it, we'd be able to we'd be in a position where the guilt of being irresponsible in the past for small thing, big thing doesn't matter. We overcompensate by being responsible, and that wanting to be responsible and association of being answerable stops us from being in that position, because we don't want to be. See, we cannot overcompensate. In the sense, the guilt of being irresponsible in the past can make us operate out of overt sense of responsibility. Taking charge and overt sense of responsibility are two different things. Shubha will take another question, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm resonating with her. We are 2:08. I'm closing the recording here, and if you have any questions, you can stay back and we can attend to it. Feel free to leave. Then thank you so much for joining in. We'll have another session next Friday, again working on another aspect which would take us closer towards prosperity and feel more whole and complete. So every time you are here in this space, irrespective of what is happening, some part of you is going to get healed. Because it's more of inner awareness. It is more of connecting to these personalities of you. Every time you are here, those things will come up. More than any healing, more than any meditation, or more than any talk, the moment they come to your awareness, they start healing. Because all these inner children, what they have gone through is seeking attention from us. All the trauma we have gone through, all those personalities are suppressed, and this space creates that platform where you can unconditionally attend to them. It's about your connection with yourself. So be here, attend to it, and feel free to invite your friends and family, and maybe together we can be in a much better space than we are right now. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I'm closing the recording. If you have
Thank you.
any questions, you can connect. Thank you. Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.